PG Electroplast is the stock which is on our radar. Now, the stock has gained more than 40% this year, so it's made a lot of money for investors. The Q4 numbers look good for this year. The company has planned a capex in the range of 170 to 180 crore rupees. They've also guided for sales of 2,800 crore rupees. To discuss the demand trends, we're now joined by Vikas Gupta, MD Operations at PG Electroplast. Mr. Gupta, morning, and thank you very much for joining in. This is Reema here. The first question is, if you could give us an overview of the demand on the ground. What are the trends like in terms of growth rate? Is it better compared to what we saw in Q4? And are you on track to achieve your revenue guidance of 2,800 crore rupees?
Yeah, good morning, Reema, and thanks for having me on your show. As of now, if you look at the numbers that we're looking at, we are very hopeful that we should be able to achieve the guidance that we are given for 2,800 crores. The numbers are based on the forecast and the order book that we have from our clients, and the forecast till Diwali looks very robust. Typically, the coming months are a strong season for washing machines and air conditioners and televisions. So I think the order book that we have should be able to help us in achieving the guidance that we have.
All right. Hi, good morning, sir. Thanks so much for joining in. Nigel on this side. Well, I just wanted to ask you, the government has approved that draft notification to mandate the installation of AC systems in truck cabins. Do you have any kind of indirect exposure out there to automobiles?
So right now, we do not have any solutions where we can address the mobility air conditioning. Maybe going forward, we'll look at that also as an opportunity.
Okay. All right. So that's an option. As of now, no exposure, but going ahead, that could open up another revenue stream. Well, let's focus on a couple of other aspects. Then, it previously said that RAC will be one of your growth drivers going forward. Now, RAC, I understand, has been a little weak this summer. What kind of a growth are you factoring in? I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, you did revenues of close to around 1,040 crores odd. Volumes, I think, were around 1.3 million units. So on that sort of a base in volumes and revenues, what kind of a growth are you looking at?
Nigel, thank you. Basically, we are looking at a growth of almost around 40 to 50% in our air conditioner business in the current financial year as well. That is based on the forecast or the understanding that we have with our clients. So we are hopeful of achieving that number.
All right. 40 to 50%, sir, that is in revenues or in volumes?
On the revenue side.
On the revenue side. Okay.
Okay. Earlier this month, you had also announced a JV with the Jain Group for a Google certified TV. Could you give us some more details about this contract? What would your investment be? What would the partner bring in? What is the opportunity that you're eyeing?
So, Reema, basically, television business is something that we re-entered almost a year and a half back. And now we are tied up with Jaina Group. Jaina Group is holding a Google ODM TV license that will help us in, catering to all the clients in India where they are looking at a Google operating system in televisions. And we are setting up a new facility for TV manufacturing with a capacity of almost around 2 million TVs. That should be up and running by December or January of 2024. And we are hopeful that we should be able to garner a sizable chunk of the TV business in coming years.
All right. So you're growing at a very fast clip. The stock, as well as Reema mentioned, it's up about 600% in 5 years or something. And you've consistently mentioned that you want to outgrow the market and you're gaining market share as well. Could you tell us if you have a rough number according to you, as of the market you have exposure to, what is your market share and where do you see that number headed?
In air conditioners, I would say we are at a market share of almost around 15% almost, which is, please see, all the categories that we are present as of now, we are number 2 or number 3 in all those product categories. And the number ones, all the competitive landscape have the numbers which are 3 times or 4 times of our number. So we see a large headroom for us to grow in all the product categories that we are serving right now.
You gave us the growth guidance for the room air conditioning business, RAC as it's called, and you're guiding for a 40 to 50% revenue growth. Can you give us some indication of the growth expected for the other segments?
Reema, so in washing machine category also, we are seeing a very strong traction. We have added 2 large new clients in our washing machine business in FY24. We have already started a production for them. So we are hopeful of achieving again a industry-leading growth, maybe around 50%. Easily should be achievable in washing machine business as well.
Okay, all right. Final question, sir, before let you go. You've spoken about 2,800 crores of revenues. I think you're guiding for margins of around 7.5% earlier, with capex of around 180 to 190 crores approximately. Sticking by all those numbers?
Yeah, sure. We are comfortable and we are absolutely confident of achieving those numbers.
All right, Mr. Gupta, thanks so much for stopping by and giving us all of those details. Wishing you all the best, and we look forward to having a chat with you post your numbers as well.
Thank you so much.
That's the management of PG Electroplast sounding extremely confident about going ahead. The RAC business, they're talking about growing 40 to 50%. The overall revenues will be at around 2,800 crores with margins of around 7.5%.